Money, in its essence, is not just numbers on a page, coins in your pocket, or digits in a bank account. It is energy, a mirror that reflects how we think, feel, and live. The book How to Control Your Money invites us to see money not as an enemy to fight or a mystery to fear, but as a partner we must understand, respect, and guide. Controlling your money is not about becoming rigid or miserly, it is about becoming intentional, about deciding that you, not impulse or circumstance, will direct where your financial energy flows. The author begins by challenging a common belief, that money problems are caused solely by not earning enough. In truth, many people with high incomes still feel broke, trapped, and anxious because they do not control the flow of their money. Without awareness and a plan, money slips through your fingers like water, no matter how fast it comes in. Think of the person who gets a raise and, instead of feeling relief, quickly adapts to a more expensive lifestyle, new gadgets, bigger rent, unnecessary subscriptions, only to find themselves in the same financial stress as before. This is the trap of lifestyle inflation, and the first step in controlling your money is recognizing this pattern. Awareness is the foundation. You cannot control what you do not measure. The author encourages keeping track, not just of your spending, but of your relationship with spending. Write down every expense for a month, not to punish yourself, but to see the truth. In doing this, you begin to notice patterns, the quick snacks that add up to hundreds, the online shopping that fills emotional gaps, the subscriptions you forgot about. Awareness is like turning on a light in a dark room. The mess was always there, but now you can see it and decide what to do about it. From awareness comes clarity, and from clarity comes choice. Once you know where your money is going, you can begin to tell it where to go. The book emphasizes that a budget is not a prison, it is a map. A budget does not restrict your freedom, it protects it. Without a plan, you drift, reacting to every expense. With a plan, you decide what truly matters to you and direct your resources there. A well-crafted budget reflects your values. If you say family is important, your budget will show that by prioritizing quality time or education. If travel is a dream, you will set aside funds for it instead of letting them disappear on fleeting pleasures. The author speaks deeply about the emotional side of money, reminding us that spending is often tied to feelings, not needs. We buy to celebrate, to comfort, to distract, to feel in control when life feels uncertain. But uncontrolled emotional spending is like pouring water into a leaking bucket. Real control comes from addressing the root of the feeling. If you're stressed, maybe what you need is rest, not retail. If you're lonely, perhaps a phone call to a friend will fill you in a way no purchase can. This shift, from reacting to feelings with spending, to understanding and tending to those feelings directly, is one of the most transformative steps in money control. Debt, the author warns, is the silent thief of freedom. Many fall into the cycle of borrowing to fill gaps, only to see those gaps widen with interest. The book offers a compassionate yet firm approach. Face your debt without shame, but with urgency. Lay it out in full, no matter how painful, and make a clear plan to eliminate it. Start with the smallest debt for a quick win, or the highest interest for maximum impact. Either way, each payment is a declaration of independence. Imagine the relief of a life without the weight of owing, where your income serves your goals instead of paying for the past. Saving, too, is reframed, not as deprivation, but as self-respect. Every dollar saved is a gift to your future self, a quiet promise that you will be cared for. The author encourages creating a safety net first, 3 to 6 months of expenses, because life will test you. Cars break down, jobs are lost, storms come. When you have savings, these moments become challenges, not disasters. Beyond the safety net, savings become the seeds of dreams. Whether it's a home, a business, or early retirement, every deposit is a step closer. Investing is introduced not as a gamble, but as a way to make your money work for you. The key is to start small, start early, and stay consistent. Compounding, the author explains, is like planting a tree. At first it grows slowly, almost invisibly, but over time it becomes a strong shelter. Too many delay investing because they think they need a large sum to start, but the truth is, time is more powerful than amount. A few dollars invested regularly can, over years, grow into something substantial. The book also addresses generosity. Many fear giving when they are trying to gain control of their money, but the author reminds us that generosity is not only for the rich, it is a practice that shapes our relationship with money. When we give, even a little, we affirm that money is not our master, that we trust in the flow of life, and that we can create impact beyond ourselves. Giving also aligns us with gratitude, which shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance. Perhaps the most profound insight is that controlling your money is not just about wealth, it is about peace. Money touches every part of life. When it is out of control, it spreads stress into relationships, health, and even self-worth. When it is in control, it becomes a source of stability, possibility, and confidence. The journey is not about perfection, it is about progress. Some months will go perfectly according to plan, others will not. What matters is returning to awareness, adjusting, and continuing forward. Throughout the book, the author weaves in stories of transformation. There is the young couple who lived paycheck to paycheck, always arguing about money, until they committed to tracking every expense and paying down their debt. Within 3 years, they were debt-free and saving for their first home. There is the single mother who, despite a modest income, built a 6-month emergency fund by cutting unnecessary expenses and starting a side hustle, giving her the security to leave a toxic job. And the retiree who thought it was too late to change, but by creating a simple budget and selling unused possessions, found himself traveling again in his 70s. The deeper message is clear: control is a choice. It is built in the small, daily decisions, the coffee you brew at home, the bill you pay in full, the savings transfer you make before spending. Over time, these choices accumulate into freedom. And freedom with money is not just having enough, it is knowing that you have the skills, habits, and mindset to use what you have wisely. In the end, how to control your money is less a manual about money and more a guide to mastering yourself. Money is a tool, it reflects who you are and magnifies what you value. To control it, you must first decide who you want to be and what kind of life you want to live. Every dollar is a decision, and every decision shapes your future. The invitation is to become the kind of person who directs money with clarity, intention, and purpose, someone who sees money not as a source of fear, but as a servant to their vision. And so, the journey begins with a choice, a quiet, powerful decision to no longer drift, to no longer let emotions or habits dictate your financial life. You choose to see clearly, plan wisely, spend intentionally, and save faithfully. In doing so, you take the wheel, steering not just your finances, but your life itself, toward a future built on stability, freedom, and peace.